Hi YouTube, May here. So this video is going to be a breastfeeding troubleshooting video because I have been running into some complications with breastfeeding. So it's been quite a challenge the last couple of weeks. So what we have going on is, well, what I know now is that my hypothyroidism is interfering with my milk supply. So what happened is Uriah was not gaining weight, and I took him in, and he actually had a doctor's appointment yesterday for his 2-week checkup and his vaccinations and all that. And so I took him in prior to that. I took him in on Friday because he was just, he hadn't been gaining weight, and his urine looked very, uh, just really condensed, and like there wasn't enough fluid in it, and it was, it just, something was off. He was still really good natured and stuff, but he wanted to be held a lot, and so I took him in and I told him my concerns about his weight gain and stuff, and they decided that I needed to supplement with some formula. And so once I started supplementing, I started pumping more because I was supplementing, so I needed to pump, and I realized that I had like hardly any milk at all. And so at his 2-week or his 2-month appointment yesterday, I spoke to the doctor about it, and she actually did a blood. She said, you know, it's probably your thyroid, because it is probably not regulated right now because your dosage, your medication changed while you were pregnant because of, you know, hormone fluctuations. First I was pregnant, then I'm not, and then I'm breastfeeding, and so all these things mess with your thyroid medication. So she did a blood draw, and she said she would call me first thing in the morning, which she did, and my medications, my thyroid was a little bit low, was a lot low, so she did say that she needed to go ahead and change my dosage. So she called in a prescription for that. But before I found all that out, I just knew that I had, over the weekend, I just knew my milk supply was low. So I started researching online, and I came up with a bunch of things, and I just thought I'd share those with you today. So the first thing I was doing is I started taking fenugreek. And I take, you take 2 to 4 of these 3 times a day. So I just met right in the middle, and I take 3 of these pills 3 times a day. And then I am coupling that in pair with, blessed thistle. So I am taking that as well, 3 tablets 3 times a day. And they're pretty good size, but they're just capsules. And both of these look the same. They're just a little different in color. So they're just capsules. So I'm taking 3 of those 3 times a day. And then I'm also taking 2 of these 3 times a day. And this is brewer's yeast. And it's supposed to be really good for milk production. And I'm taking 1 alfalfa tab 3 times a day. So I'm taking all of these things 3 times a day. That's quite a bunch, but it works. From what I've read, it works. So I'm trying it to see. I don't know how long it's supposed to take to work. I guess it could take anywhere. I mean, in forums, everybody has a different story, but some people say it takes 2 days. Some people say it takes 2 weeks. So I'm only on day 3, so I don't know. We'll see. The other thing is I found lots of recipes for things that help with lactation and milk production. So I made a recipe of lactation cookies, and I don't have the recipe sitting right here, but if anybody is interested, you can message me and I can send it to you, or you can request a video and I'll make a video about making them. They are actually super good. I cannot keep my family away from these cookies. They're just delicious, and they're good for you, and they are supposed to help with milk supply. So yeah. So they look super good. They are, they have flaxseed in them, and I used white chocolate chips. It just calls for chocolate chips. And they have oatmeal, which is, oatmeal's the #1 thing I read online about helping with your milk production. It's supposed to be really good. So I've been eating oatmeal in the morning, or I've also been making a really good oatmeal shake, which I'd share that recipe if you're interested. So oatmeal shake or oatmeal for breakfast, oatmeal cookies for afternoon snacks and stuff like that. And then I also made an oatmeal granola that I just baked in the oven. And this is awesome because I can take it with me in a, it's so good. But I can take it with me in like a Ziploc bag, and then I have the oatmeal on the go to snack on all day. So every time I'm hungry, pretty much I'm eating oatmeal except for lunch and dinner. But for snacks and breakfast and any snacks during the day, I'm getting my oatmeal in. So that's really great. So that's what I was doing over the weekend, and then when I went in Monday, which was yesterday, and she told me it was my thyroid. She went ahead and called in the prescription, so I got my new thyroid prescription medicine today, which I'll start tomorrow. And she said if that's what the problem is, I should see results within a week with that. And then the other thing is she prescribed me Reglan. It's Reglan, and that is a medicine that's known to produce to help with milk production. Of course I googled it, and I should not do that because it drives me insane because I read all these side effects and stuff, and every drug has side effects, but I always read them and then I get freaked out. It does have some kind of not so pleasant side effects with depression and anxiety when you start weaning off of them and stuff like that. So that's kind of a concern for me, especially since I'm postpartum. I'm not having any baby blues, but I certainly don't want to tempt fate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep on my dose of herbal supplements, and I'm going to start my new dosage of the thyroid medication and just do that for a week and see if that helps. If it doesn't, I may consider taking this because I really do want to breastfeed still, and I definitely want to get my milk supply back up before I go to work, and then I really start having milk supply issues. But I am going back to work on August 7th, which is pretty good because that's more than 12 weeks. So they said I could come back whenever, and unfortunately, I would go back even later or never, but money is the issue. So I have to go back around the 7th. And the 7th is a Tuesday, and I am going back on a Tuesday because I'm going to be going back part-time. I will only be working 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, which is great because I will have 5 days, what was I saying? 4 days where I'm home with Uriah and 3 days where I'm at work. So there's nothing better than being home with him more days than I'm gone away. So I'm really excited about that. But other than that, I mean, he's been just really well-natured. I would never even, if I wasn't so neurotic about paying attention to his diapers and stuff, I would have never even known that he wasn't gaining, or, because he was nursing and going to sleep and waking up and just doing everything. But he was nursing a lot, but he's still young, so I thought, maybe he was comfort nursing, but he was probably just nursing because he wasn't getting enough at each nursing session. So hopefully that'll change. I did call the lactation consultant and got some information from them too. So it's been, it's been a struggle, but I'm just going to have to deal with it if I can't. I mean, I'm trying everything I can, and if I can't get my body to produce what he needs, then he's going to have to continue to be supplemented. I'd rather not, but I definitely won't not give him formula because I'm, want him to breastfeed. He needs to be a healthy weight, and that's what's important to me. So other than that, things have been going really well. I'm enjoying being home with him. Like I said, I would stay home for the next 3 years if I could, but I can't, so I got to go back to work. But this is just a quick video about my troubles with breastfeeding and the struggles I'm having with my milk supply and the things I've found to kind of help it along. And I just wanted to make sure that people out there, ladies that were having the same issues, knew that there were things you could try at least. Nothing's guaranteed, but it sure can't hurt to try. And if anybody wants those recipes, let me know, because let me tell you, these are some good recipes. So, I mean, even if you're not trying to build a milk supply, they're just nice, good, healthy oatmeal recipes. So let me know if you need anything, and any of those, and I will get them out to you. So thanks for watching, and have a great night. Bye-bye.